This is the location I'm going to add the cabinet to place the DC to DC controllers. I'm going to take this railing off, and I'm going to use that as the length. And I'm going to raise the railing so it's up to here. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. I'm going to take it off and see. And then I'll make another face plate. Okay, how you doing? Hey, we're here. We're fitting. So I've done my first piece cut, and this is going to be the base. But I've messed up. It's not as accurate as I want. It's close. I just have a little hump here, and I'm going to have to take off the hump and just going to slide in. But my panel is going to be looking like this down the whole side. So I'll have I'm going to have another panel similar to this, but only half the size. It's going to go here. I'll have my meters for battery charge levels here. A switch to turn off and on the DC to DC controllers, because I'm going to have two of them. And it's all going to be hinged. So I'll be able to drop it down like this and access everything I need to access and close it back up. So that's what we're working on right now, is just give you an update here of what I've done. So I have a collection of bloodwood, and well, I'm running out. So I could not use bloodwood for the panel. I'm using this, I believe this is mahogany. It doesn't look like it though. So I've cut this out. This is going to be the charge of the face. And then I always keep my scrap. So I had some floor scrap that I've turned into the frame. And my big issue is I want it to be strong. So I've took it to the router, and as you can see, I've notched it out. And then I've notch these pieces out to try to make a stronger butt joint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw these pieces together. So I'll have screws sides, going in the sides right here, and then I'll put one screw here, and do the same on the other side. And then I made this little bullnose piece, cut it on the router, and I notched it out. And I'm going to conceal the screws with this bullnose piece to make it a little more decorative. Pre-drill the holes. I'm going to add these screws, and of course I got to countersink them. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And hopefully I don't crack the bloodwood, because this stuff is hard. Well, I'm back at the boat, and I'm doing the mock-up for the DC controller, solar MPPT cabinet. And so here's the decision point I have to make. Do I make it pretty, or do I make it functional? I'll show you what I got. So here's what I'm looking at is this is the space that I'm concerned about. I did make one mistake that I can see, and that's this level isn't going to match up with my decorative piece right there, because that's going to be higher. It's basically going to block everything off, but it'll be there. But if I wanted to match it up, I'd have to go in this far, and my concern is, now do I have enough space in here for the MPPT controllers and the DC boxes, which I don't think I'm going to have enough. I mean, initially it's going to be fine, but when I get down towards the end, it's going to start getting tight. And that is my concern. I didn't realize it, but I have veneer. I don't match. I don't need to match. It looks like it's wide enough. So I think this will make doing both sides easy. So I think I'm gonna do both sides. I'll cut it up and glue it up. Once you glue this, you gotta put plastic in between your veneer and your flat piece that you're pressing it all together. So I've got my work on these pipe clamps, and let me go grab some other clamps and we'll get going. Okay, I got the holes cut in my project here. You know, it's only veneer, so I'm gonna stain the inside of these. I found Sedona is a pretty good match, so hopefully it turns out okay. Don't need to stain the wood, but I better just make color even. As you can see, it looks pretty good. This is the finishing one. Butter, put it on. No, you sand this. I might have to run that over with some 220. See what things about. It's worth it. But I don't find that it's color. Like I said, I don't really need a lot with liquid. It's so pretty. So it's good. The next bit is I decided to make a magazine rack. As you can see from the front of the piece, there's a big space here that'll be kind of blank. So this is what I created to fill that space. Is going to be a little magazine rack. And right now I'm just going to glue it up. And I think after it dries, I'll take some nails and I'll tack it. The only reason I don't want to tack it right away, though, is because I'm afraid to split the wood. So I'm actually going to run a test before I drive a nail into that, because I don't want to split the wood. So, as another thing is, I do have another piece for the top here, but my concern is the rack might be too high to the ceiling to put any magazines in. So I don't know if I'm going to put this piece in, even though I routed it out and cut it for it. It was kind of hindsight. But just so you know, all the wood that I've used to build this little rack, it was all scraps. It was scraps from my other projects where I've had to slice off a little piece of board. This is flooring scraps or the side. And I'm one of those hoarders where I keep all my scraps. And it's a good thing I did, because I got a nice little magazine rack out of the deal. So after this, it's going to be putting on the finish and then mocking it up with the bits on the inside. It sits roughly here's the bottom piece. It's gonna sit kind of proud like that, but now I've got to shellac them, and as you can see, I've got screws showing, but it's not a big deal because I'm gonna have the decorative what's it called, railing piece that I saved, and that's gonna go over the top. So I have my shellac open. Shellacking. Give it a good shellacking. Actually, it's what is it? It's not shellac. It's spar varnish. So I'll start with the base. The only important part here is what shows. You can see it's clear. The wood is pretty. Okay, here I am at the assembly area, and I'm putting all the panels in the faceplate. As you can see, it's turning out pretty nice. Okay. Don't that look lovely? It's not a bad looking panel. Now the next thing I gotta do is that area. These holes are the finger holes for opening it. The flat area, I made something special to cover it up, and that's my little massaging rack. So I'm gonna work on putting that on. It's basically just drilling pilot holes again and screwing it down. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be all finished with that. Swing. Use it. Measurements are off. I'm gonna have to take a sliver out of that. That really sucks. Okay. Okay. Let's give it a test swing. Houston. Everything looks right now. But well, it fits a little too tight. My measurements are off. I'm gonna have to take a sliver off of that. That really sucks. Okay. Finger latches, and I think the way to do it is use the thing as a spacer. I can pre-drill the holes, put those in there. Gotta find some screws. It's weird they didn't come with screws. But luckily, I have a bunch of screws. Just want to get all the same size. Just need one more that size. That looks like it. Okay. door tight. No, it's good, I think. It's not far enough. Something's messy here. I'm going to move that. That's what I do. Raise the water coward. Yeah, fine. Okay. Okay, put lights on that. But here's my controller. Not that controller. Like that. That's all. Maybe one. Wire also. Now. How y'all doing? So it looks like I've got it complete. As you can see, I've got the temporary battery attached, got the power displays on. I added some USB ports on this side, and I was worried about heat building up behind here, so I added a fan. And so the hatch will open like this, and man, it is a lot more crowded than I anticipated. I got some minor wiring to do, but I'll do that on the boat. I wanted it to look neater, but you know, it is what it is. So that's it. Next time you see this, will be on the boat. There's one cool feature. If you look right here, this is the fan. And if you get a close up there, Junior, I can show you how when I raise the temperature with the heat gun, there we go, the fan turned on. And it blows pretty good. So I'm hoping that will be sufficient to suck the heat out. But there you go. That is the last time you're going to see this until we install it. I do have to install the cap rail yet, but I think I'm going to wait and do that on the boat as well. Added the little magazine rack. Looks pretty good. Comments below. Did I nail it? Could I have done better? Probably could have. Let me know your opinion. Talk to you soon. Peace out!
Old-timey sails blow high. Storms can't make us cry. Through gales we drag anchor wide. Great Lakes, our endless tide. Exploring islands near and far. Rock Isle under a northern star. Beaver Isle where echoes wake. Les Jeanneau shadowed in lustrous lake. Hoist the flag and let's brave the squall. Salty tales will heed the call. Wind howls, the night won't break. Shake down on this saltless lake.